Train the muscles, not the joints.
Welcome back to Natural Gland Bodybuilding. Mountain. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about isolations and how, as a general rule, I've suggested that you do an isolation movement lighter than you would a compound. In most cases, this is absolutely the truth. But there are going to be some times where you can experience some benefit from doing a bit of a heavier day, meaning, maybe 10 to 12 reps on an isolation or 10 to 15 reps, somewhere around there, rather than doing 20, 25, 30 reps or more of a lighter sort of scenario. So one of the traps that people get into is either or, light or heavy, or isolation or compound, or high frequency or low frequency, or intensity and no volume, or massive volume but no intensity. You know what I mean? Like the extremists, right? So this is an installment of where my food comes from. So I buy eggs, but I buy whole eggs and I buy organic eggs. And there's this place close to my house. It's only about a 5-minute drive where I can get organic eggs. And they come in a vending machine. I don't know how they get the chickens in the vending machine because I'm not seeing the chickens in there. But for some reason, there's eggs in the vending machine. So one thing I want to say is that once in a while I found that if I do a heavy isolation, especially like say for biceps or something, so barbell curls the other day I was doing 135 for curls. When I go back to doing lighter weight for curls again, I find I get a better pump and a better sort of mind-muscle connection. And I do stimulate different muscle fibers so I get more size. So it's not something that I would say you do all the time, but once in a while you may feel the desire to go a bit heavier. Now on a safe isolation, of course. I'm not talking about preachers, right? Like preacher curls are pretty dangerous to go heavy on. I've seen a lot of people tear biceps on those things or really mess up their elbows and so forth. So if you're gonna do a bit of a heavier isolation, I would recommend doing one where you feel like the joints and the integrity of the joints is pretty strong. You're not putting yourself in a real compromised position. All right, there we go. That's where my eggs come from. But apparently the chickens are happy. I don't know if you can read this, but they're happy. So that's probably a good thing. I want everything that I eat to be happy before I eat it. I have now satisfied my existence. Honestly, I'm sorry for the bad joke. It's just stupid joke. For me, I would say, like, for instance, barbell curls. My arms are pretty stabilized. I can bring in the brachialis if I need to rather than just the brachii. And I don't feel like the arm is going to experience an impending arm bar like in jiu-jitsu, you know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna do heavy isolations, make sure you're doing it under a safe sort of circumstance, and that's what I'm saying. But yeah, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Just because medium to higher reps it tends to be more effective and safer for isolation movements, there are going to be some that you get some great results with going heavy once in a while. And what I mean by heavy is around 10 to 15 reps. I'm not talking about 5 reps or something. I still would never recommend that, although some of you may, experience benefits there. And I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm just saying for myself, you'd never see me do 5 reps on an isolation. It's just too risky and the form breaks down so badly and whatever, it's just not worth it. So anyway, I hope this helps out in your training. That's just all I wanted to say about isolation movements and doing a bit heavier weight. It says on the box that the chickens are happy. Let's go directly to the source and find out exactly what is going on with these chickens and if they are indeed happy. As you can see, the chickens are a bit scared. That's not a good sign. They are scared, not necessarily happy.
I have a feeling somebody told them that I eat a lot of chicken. Somebody told them I eat a lot of chicken, I think.
And if you want to get a hold of me, just go to naturalglandbodybuilding.com and make sure you tune into the podcast every week. These guys help support that. Thanks a lot to these patron supporters, and take care for now. Mountain.